You are listening to Down Home. As we close out this season, we're reflecting on a powerful experience. Our visit to a History Exposed, the Enslavement of Black People in Canada, a traveling exhibit that confronts one of the most overlooked chapters in Canadian history. For many Canadians, the story of Black history begins with the Underground Railroad, with freedom seekers arriving here in search of refuge. But what often goes unspoken is what came before. The more than 2 centuries during which the majority of Black people in what is now Canada lived in bondage. Created with guest curator Dr. Afua Cooper in partnership with the Black Cultural Centre of Nova Scotia, this traveling exhibit forces us to confront the realities of slavery on Canadian soil. Realities too often absent from our classrooms, our museums, and our national conversations. In this final episode of the season, we reflect on why documenting this history matters, because understanding the truth of our past is essential to understanding who we are today. I'm Derek Wise, and on behalf of Jay Jones, welcome to Down Home, the Canadian experience by 2 Black men. Yeah, so the last episode of the season.
Season 6.
Season 6. So we're returning. We took a little road trip back in, was it November?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so there was this amazing exhibit which was curated by Dr. Afua Cooper, and it was called A History Exposed, the Enslavement of Black People in Canada. So it really fits in with the overall feel of our podcast. So we decided to go and take a little road trip to Mississauga to the Edmundston. It's not Edmundston. Adamson.
Adamson, yeah.
Adamson Estate.
It happened in November, man. I forgot about this episode.
So yeah, it was fun though. Like we usually do. We're like a video first podcast, so to do some audio was fun. On my way to pick up Jay Jones for this down home road trip. Short road trip, should only be about 20-minute drive anyway. In the rain. It's supposed to be snowing, but rain, I'll take it. Definitely. Jay Jones.
What's up, man?
Oh, sorry about the puddle, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
What's up?
Not too much, man.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah, let's do this, man. I think it's only like a 20-minute drive, man.
Cool.
Our little down home road trip.
Yeah.
Adamson House, but it's spelled differently though.
Adam.
Yeah.
A-D-A-M. That's the one, no?
No, it's a little bit longer than that.
Oh.
Oh no, it's right. Adamson
Yeah.
Estate is called. Adamson Estate.
So this is a traveling exhibit, actually. It has links to the Black Cultural Centre in Nova Scotia.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was just reading a little. There's not much. It's just describing what it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically a traveling sort of thing about Canadian enslavement.
Yeah.
And who were enslavers and stuff like that. But I guess we'll see that when we're there, right?
Yeah, I haven't really researched what's there or whatever.
Yeah. But I was like, I should know what the place is called because I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and one of the biggest things too, it being season 6, you know, if we were to take it back to the beginning, you know,
obviously it's a journey to get to some sort of destination that we don't know yet. But along the way, along this journey, we found out things that we didn't know about, things that exist in Canada, or there wasn't really any history documented. And Adamson House was one of those things that really puts a stake in what we do as a podcast, talking about these Black histories, because, like we always say, Black history is Canadian history, and it's North American history, it's worldwide history. It's a place where people can learn who they are, and even seeing Adamson House going in there was I remember talking to the lady who was at the desk there. She was mentioning how there's a room that you can go off into and sit and take a moment if it's too overwhelming, because I guess trauma, generational trauma, and I think Black Canadians, no matter what generation they're from, we're all linked to it.
So this place is right off of Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
Like, we just parked and the lake is right there. All right, let's go check this out, man. I didn't even check out how much it costs.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look, man. As we entered the building, we were greeted by a couple of very friendly young volunteers.
Going on.
Yeah.
We do a podcast called Down Home, and we talk about the experience of people of color in Canada.
Oh, and what's the name again?
Down Home.
Down Home. So if you were to search on like Apple Podcasts or whatever, Down Home Podcast, it would come up. We're on YouTube, but our YouTube game is not really tight.
Yeah, we're trying to navigate, but we're about to start season 6, and we're also from Nova Scotia, so we know the connections here.
Yeah.
So we want to come check it out.
So, is there an admission?
Well, admission is free, but we do take donations.
Donations?
Okay, cool.
Okay, we'll donate
We'll
something.
definitely donate.
So there are 2 rooms, the one here and the one over there.
Mm-hmm.
We recommend that visitors start here,
Yeah.
because it has the introductory panels, but also the content in the other room gets a bit more graphic, more sensitive. There are 2 reflection spaces if you want to take a minute to just take a break from the
Interesting.
information. We've had people who really needed that. So I think it's a trauma-based approach to exhibiting this type of history.
Right.
Yeah.
So down the hall there, you'll find one with some resources, some books. It's just a quiet nook if you want to sit and also just look at the other programs that are available at the museum. But in this room to the left, there is a green space, also with a piano, because there was a music conservatory who used to lease this place, and they left that piano.
Okay.
So yeah, feel free to play it if you know how.
Yeah.
And there is a reflection board if you want to leave feedback about how the exhibition made you feel, or pointers for us or suggestions for future exhibitions here. So feel free to use that space as well.
Okay.
So that's it. All that material is free.
All right, we should take some of that,
If
Jay.
you want. There's some comments that we're using.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Heritage Mississauga.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
We'll take some on the way out.
Yes.
I think that's great. Thank you very much.
Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, that's great. So we're starting here.
Yes.
So when we walk into this large room, it's obviously a historic building, and there's a huge placard, history exposed of enslavement of Black people in Canada, with some historic graphics there of a lady on the block being auctioned, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy to see this. Knowing these things happen, but seeing the images is very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then we've moved to our right. There's another few placards. There's one denoting the Black history in Mississauga. Yeah, it's denoting the migration north from the United States, reflecting legacies of oppression. We've done quite a bit of research about this, how the Black refugees from the southern states, when they escaped and moved north, they didn't just stop in the northern states. A lot of them came to Canada. And it looks like Mississauga was another place that they came to here in the GTA.
Yeah. What is amazing about the GTA in that regard, like even our old episode we did about Leslieville, like we didn't know the connection that had as far as the Black community goes. And obviously the Black history in Mississauga is the same. It's like all these things that are hidden in plain sight actually are connected to sort of like the history of Black people in Canada.
Yeah, definitely. So we walked quietly through the exhibit on the old creaky floor, reading names, dates, and stories too long buried. There was a heaviness to this, a feeling that we were walking alongside lives too often erased from Canada's historical memory. Each panel, each artifact felt like an act of remembrance, forcing us to pause and reckon with the humanity, resilience, and suffering of those who endured slavery here on this land. Yeah, definitely. The little quiet room was it was a bit of a revelation, because there in the quiet room there were little placards of comments that people were making about the exhibit.
Yeah.
And some were surprised, some was admiration that it was put together. Yeah, like, overall, I don't think there were too many surprises for us, because we've been digging into this since 2020.
Yeah.
Really digging into it, the stuff beyond what we didn't actually know. So there were, but the one thing that was great was to see an actual historical exhibit all there. You had artifacts, you had documents, little historical placards. It was good to see.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's excellent to see. And, and even it takes us down for a walk down memory lane, because some of those things that we have dug deep into were there. And, we can even sort of connect the dots for ourselves. And, I don't know, you're right. It's just a good thing to know.
Yeah,
good
definitely.
thing to see. Yeah.
Now, the other thing is that this is it was a traveling exhibit that started in Nova Scotia. I'll mention probably in the show notes the different stops that it's taken along the way. Most recently, I was looking online that there was a UN exhibit. So the UN is in New York. I'm assuming that it was in New York, that but there's pictures online on the UN website of this exhibit. Very similar to what we saw. Presentation was a little bit different. There were screens instead of large placards.
Yeah.
But it's good to see, because the overarching theme when it comes to Canada and in slavery is that there's this pristine image of Canada that is not based in reality. The fact of the matter is that I was reading an article that Dr. Afua Cooper had put out, and she says that the fact of the matter is that there was slavery from what was called British North America, Canada at the time, Canada now, all the way down through the Americas to South America into Argentina.
Wow.
So this, and we know this visually. We know this visually, right? But just to hear it being said, like we're talking about the whole continent, both North and South America, was dominated by the institution of slavery.
Yeah.
You know,
And not to mention the Atlantic slave trade over in Europe. So
yeah.
it's just this big connecting network,
Hmm.
and some of these stories do come out of it. And even in New York too, it's good that they're showing it there, because New York has a deep history connected to the Underground Railroad and stuff like that too.
Hmm.
So, which always I find amazing. Well, because it's true, a lot of the stories we end up doing, they're all connected to Nova Scotia somehow.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that something?
It's really kind of cool.
Yeah, one of our last episodes, when we were talking about uh we were talking about the articles of capitulation, which where the French surrendered to the English, and basically the whole of North America became dominated by the Brits, right?
Hmm.
One thing that we didn't mention, which was interesting, is just kind of top of mind because we're talking about the whole continent being um, dominated by the institution of slavery. At the time when the articles of capitulation happened, the United States wasn't the United States. That it was
Oh,
still a British colony, right?
colony, right.
So when those articles were signed in Montreal, that actually encompassed all of North America, which makes sense because there were French colonies down in Louisiana,
Louisiana, yeah, that's right.
right?
That which are still have resonant or like residual of that time
Yeah,
still. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
those traditions, yeah.
So the French needing that particular thing in, the institution of slavery in the articles of capitulation, that was prominent in the southern of what became the southern United States, but at the
Right,
time was a French colony.
right.
It
So they
makes
just
a
adopted it basically.
Yeah, well, no, it was there,
Well, yeah, it
and
was
the and
there.
the and the British were like, hey, yeah, you can keep it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I mean into
Yeah,
sort of the way American slavery came out to be. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Yeah.
yeah. So it was something that was the whole continent, all of North
Put
America,
put in place, and you
put in
see,
place.
we talk about these systemic things. Boom, right there. Boom, bap. It's
Yeah,
right in
yeah,
place,
yeah,
right from the beginning.
yeah. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So I was, because I was listening to the episode, listening back, and we focused, rightfully so, we focused on Canada,
Hmm.
the part of British North America which was Canada. But the fact of the matter was British North America was all of North America at the time.
Yeah. Interesting, man. I did not
Yeah,
know that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, how it's connected. Yeah. Wow.
yeah. But anyway, we had a good road trip.
Yeah.
Um, any like closing thoughts? What that kind of top of mind when looking back on walking through?
No, just the overall kind of thing of seeing those, everything set up about different people of history and all the documents, all the people that went to visit and their thoughts and words. It was just kind of a cool experience for for people to go, and we could see the effort that they put into the exhibit itself, and it was just, I don't know, I just think all of this is good. So
All right, have a good day.
Yeah, take care.
All right, bye-bye. Initial thoughts, man?
Uh, I think it's always it's good to see history being unearthed and shown, and there's some things, always I'm shocked to see what we don't know and continue to discover.
Yeah,
So it's just good to see the pride and passion of people, of Black people, trying to make it wherever they were under their circumstances, and this is a legacy of that. So these stories, as we've always can say, need to be told. So yeah.
yeah. For me, I'm glad that it exists. I'm glad that there's people coming and viewing this and eventually learning, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
a lot of this wasn't new to us, of course, but for those that come that didn't know, hopefully they've learned something.
Yeah. Well, and it was really cool to see the board of people commenting about the exhibition and how much pride they felt, and the knowledge that they gained from just even exploring that little piece of history in itself.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Down home road trip is over.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
But it was also good to take a down-home field trip and experience it for ourselves, right?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Especially being on site of a lot of these places that we talk about, that we might not be able to really step into other than, in the past, right? But this place still exists. This exhibit still exists. So pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
very cool. And it's continuing. It's traveling, so it's good to see that as well. Congratulations, Dr. Afua Cooper. You're awesome. To be honest, man, that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, season 6 has come to a close. We're coming back next year. We have some ideas to kick off the next season. Yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah, and just want to say for everyone who does listen, and we really appreciate the support. It's cool to talk about these things. I think always, especially in the world that we live in today. It just gives people some purpose, some identity, knowing where we came from, and we'll continue that journey because we're still discovering things about it as well as ourselves. So. Thanks, everybody.
True.
I'm breaking new ground, breaking new ground, breaking new ground, sip of breaking new ground, breaking new ground, breaking new ground, sip of breaking new ground, breaking new ground.
You have been listening to Down Home. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
Plateau from the one down below to the future of the funk, getting lost in the flow. Contact with the spark magex. Now it's time to flex with the force from the soul, reaching all aspects, getting deep, no time to sleep as you reach your next phase, laying it all on the line. New trails start to blaze, it's a fire inside, a brand new path, breaking down the sum to one, feeling free. I just laugh with the joy of a beat boy, just kicking it live, a connection so strong.
The song Breaking New Ground from The Breakdown.
Ready to drop a perfect gem, it's time to shine so fine to see what you find. Revolution starts with the evolution of the mind. It's a rhythm.